Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Quad Leveling. Today we are predicting the results for Premier League predictions of match week 19. Last week's winners were me and Leo, and all I have to say is getting the boys, man. First win, Max still winless. Leo, anything you got to say?
Come on, it's three in a row now. It's getting too easy. First of all, Merry
Mm.
Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. But come on, three in a row. This is uh you boys should just start copying me. I'm just too good at this.
So I've taken off now. You gotta let me land every week now. I've taken off.
You're just gonna crash land. That's what's gonna happen, Shayan. Don't kid yourself.
Oh,
Just like Chelsea did this weekend against Fulham. Oof.
Leo wasn't here for the actual recording, but we do have his recordings for each game. That will be at the end of each game. And here's Max with the gaming rules.
The game week rules are simple. An exact score will get you 3 points, guessing the correct team will get you 1 point, and each person is allowed one captain, meaning that you can double your score for a single prediction.
Right, here's our first game: Leicester v City. Now, I think personally, City have been bad, yeah, but they can't be worse than Leicester. It's just not possible. No shot. They gotta win.
It's the worst one they've been on in like 10 years I can remember. So
Yeah.
I
Probably
can't
the
really
worst.
back him, bro. I'm the only guy that in this group that always says City is still City. They'll come back. I'm starting to lose faith. But I'm still going to back it. I think they'll get 3-1. 3-1 City. Come
I
back
was going
3-1.
to, I was going to exactly agree with 3-1 Man City. To be honest, these are just
Yeah,
like
you're going to agree.
no, I was going to do that anyway. These are like two teams with like one or two wins in like maybe 10 plus games anyway. So I'm thinking with Man City's quality, if there's ever a chance to bounce back, it would be now. So 3-1.
Yeah, it's
They're away, though.
They are away, but like
it's
Leicester's home
Leicester.
form isn't something that makes you like, oh, this is an intimidating ground to be at. So
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm, I'm sticking. Lucas, what you saying?
I've gotta say 2-0. I could see City scoring, not gonna lie, but it's yeah 2-0 is what it is.
2-0 who?
2-0 to City.
All right, thank you for the clarification.
So for Leicester City, I think Man City will win. I agree with Matt. I agree with all you boys because City are still City. I know they again dropped points again against Everton, but I watched that game and there was shines of brightness, and I think they will beat Leicester, who were very poor against Liverpool. So that's why I've gone for a 2-1 to Man City.
All right, Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Now, Crystal Palace have been what are very good in like the recent come up. They had the games against Arsenal, against Bournemouth, and so they've been a little bit rocky. But I feel like against Southampton, they're gonna climb back. They're gonna
I'm
show
gonna
why.
I'm I'm gonna give massive spoilers for the rest of the season if anyone's watching. I'm never gonna predict the Southampton like winning. I'm never
It's
gonna
gonna
do
happen.
that.
Well, you do
It's
you,
gonna
bro.
happen eventually.
No,
It's gonna happen
I'm never
eventually.
doing it. I don't believe in it. They're washed.
Wow. This Palace team have 8 draws this season, and I think they'll add to the ninth. I genuinely think Southampton are gonna get another board off the table. They're still gonna get relegated, mind you, but
Yeah,
I reckon they can get a draw from this game. I'll go 1-1.
I've got to
Palace
say,
away, man.
go on.
There you go.
I've got to say, I think 2-1. 2-1 to Southampton. They're gonna give it a away performance of the season. They're gonna fight back. What was their last game? Did they lose or draw their last game? It was a tight game. The last
They,
game.
they lost one. They lost 1-0 to West Ham.
Mate,
Exactly. Not a bad
they're
team.
holding another L, bro. They are holding that L, bro.
No shot. They're grabbing a
They're,
win.
nah. I think they'll score. I think they'll hold an L. 3-1 Palace. Palace away.
For Palace Southampton, I think it'll be a nice, solid, and easy Palace win. 2-0. I don't see Southampton scoring. They can't score. And Palace, they do have a shaky defence, but I think 2 goals from Mateta will get them the win. And I'm so confident I've captained this game.
All right, let's move on to Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Everton have been. Well, these are two excellent teams. I was going to say Everton have been excellent, but going into this matchup, Nottingham Forest have been even better.
Well,
Third
yeah.
place
I
in the
mean,
table right now, fully deserved. They just did put a defensive masterclass against my Tottenham team, sadly. And This will be a hard one because it's at it's at Goodison. I think this is another draw.
Leicester are pretty good now because they've City, Chelsea, Arsenal. I don't know if they've played Newcastle and Bournemouth, like what the result was when they played. They haven't played Liverpool yet, but
I think it's gonna
I
be
think
tight
I
as
think
fuck.
I think they're on form, so I'm gonna go for a draw as well. I'm gonna 1-1.
Fair. I think it's gonna be very tight. But I think Everton, Goodison, 1-0. They're gonna
Really?
scrape it. They're gonna scrape it. It's gonna be like 90+ minute goal as well.
No
I can see
one,
that
no.
Tight.
happening. I kind of want that to happen. I think I'm one of the only few humans in the world that doesn't want Everton relegated.
Oh yeah, I mean they're always a
I
pretty
just,
good
I
Bring on
just,
team.
Dash
So
Ball.
I kind of
Utter
just
fucking
think,
nonsense, mate.
I think Everton in the Championship with their new stadium would low key just be a tiny bit funny though, in my eyes. That's
would
the
they
only
get like
reason.
financially like really messed up if that happened though?
Yeah,
Possibly.
yeah, they'd
When
have
is
to,
their
yeah.
new stadium meant to be out anyway?
It's in a year or two. That's all I really know, but it's close. Is no one gonna back a Forest win? I mean, they beat United, Villa, Brentford, and Tottenham in a row.
Spell?
Very impressive.
What's that?
I don't like to see Forest win, especially after they just like kind of slaughter. They did slaughter us, but I'm not happy to see them win again. I
All right,
think
fair enough.
Everton.
I will go 1-1 in this game. I think it'll be close. Not to discredit Nottingham Forest, but Everton just very decent at home.
For Everton Forest, Everton are in cracking form. You know, getting 3 points, drawing against all the big teams, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal. But oh my God, their luck is about to change. And Forest, it just beat Spurs comfortably 1-0. I think they're going to beat Everton 2-0 away at home. Come on, Forest.
All right, Fulham versus Bournemouth.
Fuck
Two
Fulham,
excellent.
man. All my homies hate Fulham.
Little bit of tears there, but that's fine. This will be a very interesting game because I think this can go either way. To be
Yeah.
honest, yeah, these are two very good teams. They both haven't lost. I know Bournemouth haven't lost in over a month, and I think Fulham have only lost once in the last 2 months.
I
So
mean, Fulham literally got one of the biggest wins in their like kind of history. They won at Stamford Bridge for the first time in like 43 years or something, and they hadn't
really,
scored there since 2011. So,
wow, especially in a derby for them of that magnitude, that must be
yeah.
fantastic. Fantastic
Yeah.
feeling
They're
to go in.
washed though. 3-1 Bournemouth.
3-1 Bournemouth. Jeez. You know what? I think I'm gonna back a Fulham win. I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Fulham.
Versus
I can't.
Bournemouth.
This could go either way for me. This could go either way,
I
but
think it is
I
quite close.
I mean,
you reckon
they're point off each other in the table as well.
they're not too far. They're not too far off.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
literally a point. 29 versus 28. Sixth and
Luke,
eighth.
Well,
all right, Lucas.
I think a
Yeah, so
point between them in the table. I think they're gonna get a point out of that game. I think they're gonna get a draw. I think it's gonna be 2-2. I think it's gonna be closely matched. I think draw makes sense. 2-2.
all right, draw makes sense.
As both of these teams are arguably fighting for Europe, I think this will be a nice stalemate and a nice relaxing 1-1 draw.
On to Tottenham Hotspur versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. I didn't have to say all of the name, but I did anyway. Tottenham have four losses and 5. I'm depressed, to be honest.
Oh,
I don't
You
even want
chose
to
to
talk
be a
about
Tottenham fan, man.
it. This
I
will
feel
not
no
have.
remorse.
No, I blame my dad, man. I blame him too. That's why I don't talk to him. It's crazy.
Damn.
Look, I'm gonna have to back the team. I'm gonna have to back the team. Do I want to? At this point, I just feel like I'm losing game week prediction points. I'll go 3-1 Tottenham. I'm trusting my heart over my head.
I'm not
Tottenham to beat
trusting
United
anything.
as well. They're on form. 2 wins in a row.
Mm.
Beat United. I mean, not impressive, but it's United.
They
Yeah.
got they
But
got out.
I think that you'll get a draw out of this. 1-1. You don't have centre backs. You're conceding. 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Basuma and
1-1.
Archie as centre backs is going to be a long, long day.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
no, not to discredit Wolves when I say a Tottenham win, because obviously, like you did say, they got 5 goals in the last 2 games, didn't concede. So they're getting back up a little bit after they sacked their manager. But I do reckon at home, even despite the fact that Wolves normally are quite good against us, that we'll get a 3-1 victory.
no, I think like I am literally throwing points away. I'm throwing points away. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying Tottenham are going to win. I'm being stupid, but you just got to do it. So I'm saying 3-1, 3-1 Tottenham. It's not going to happen, but I'm saying it for the sake of it.
Spurs Wolves. There's only one thing these two teams can do, and that is attack. So I've gone for a goal heavy 3-2 Spurs win. I think Dominic Solanke needs to show up this weekend, and he's going to score. He's going to score a hat trick. I'm calling that now.
We
Moving
agree.
on, West Ham versus Liverpool. We can keep it short and simple. Liverpool's gonna win. Gonna go 3-0 Liverpool. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
Leo's recording. Absolutely explain why.
yeah.
You wanna?
Lads.
Yeah, I know. You talked about how you're not going to give Southampton another loss. I don't know a game week where I'm not going to give Liverpool another win. Frankly,
Yeah.
just best team in the country. That's clear. They'll win the title, and good for them because I like Arsenal failing a little bit. It's the only bit of joy I get nowadays. So I'll go for 3-0. 3-0 Liverpool. I think they'll just like with this West Ham team, they're known to like leak lots of goals if they lose games. So I think it could be high scoring. So I'll go 3-0 Liverpool.
I think West Ham score first, but Liverpool win 3-1. Just it's
Okay.
inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
captain Salah, so let's see what happens about that.
After beating Leicester comfortably 3-1, I think we're gonna win against West Ham. I do like West Ham, and they're solidly getting better and better slowly. Lopetegui's finding his moves and his tricks with his brand new team. But I think Liverpool will win 2-0. And if you look at Liverpool's results this season, their most common result is 2-0. So I'm going to back that and go for a nice easy 2-0 win for Salah for Liverpool with 2 Salah goals.
Villa v Brighton. Obviously, at this time of this recording, we haven't seen Brighton play yet, but I think Villa got the chance to edit it out, win the game out. You know,
They're missing Duran.
2-1. Yeah, but like Duran doesn't even start for them half the time nowadays, does
Yeah,
he?
but he scores half their goals, no?
I guess.
It'll definitely be a big miss off the bench, but this
True.
will be a good time for Ollie Watkins to prove why he should be the starting striker, like without question for Aston Villa.
He's been very disappointing this year, like compared to last year. Last year he was one of the players of the season. This year has been like
True.
He,
It's
he,
a drop
he
off.
he still has a decent return. To be fair, it's just like compared to the heights that he set last season, it's just a little bit lower. Like he's still got 7 goals, 3 assists, and 18.
Question is he going to be like a street one forget player, or is he going to keep it up like form like before?
No,
I
I think we'll see a good Ollie Watkins
do. Do
in
you remember
the
when
next
like
season
Danny
or this
Ings
season.
had form, or like when Calvert Lewin had form, bro?
Ollie Watkins is a better player than both those.
Yeah,
That's
of course,
disrespectful.
but
Yeah,
like I'm just saying, like, could he just?
No, I'm not worried for Ollie Watkins. I reckon he'll be, by the end of the season he will continue to be the starting striker for Aston Villa.
yeah. I mean, it's
Um,
going to be it's 9th versus 10th, 1-1.
yeah,
You can't split the latter side.
I don't know. I do feel like there'll be a narrow victory, but I don't know for who. This is also a really tight game. I'll go
Yeah.
2-1 Villa.
Chris Kamara.
I'll go
Who?
2-1 Villa.
Yeah, I'm going
2-1
to
2-1
Villa.
Villa.
Aston Villa.
So for Villa Brighton, I think there's gonna be goals. I don't think it'll be an exciting game. I know Watkins has to start now after the very controversial red card for Duran, but I think Watkins will return with a bang and he will get the 2 goals. But I also think Brighton will score 2, so it'll be a nice 2-all.
Moving on, Ipswich versus Chelsea. Disappointing loss versus Fulham. Can't really do anything about it. As a fan, I think the manager could have done better with substitutions. You have 5 subs, you use one. Use the one that you don't like. You keep saying Nkunku doesn't press, and you put him on in like a crucial point of the game, and we lost. Obviously, not blaming on Nkunku or anything. It's one of those days. You know? It happened. It was meant to happen eventually. But this is Ipswich. I think we should get a win.
Yeah.
We'll still concede, 100%.
I mean, Ipswich are still without a home victory this season, so I mean, they would obviously love to get it here, but I feel like it would be
God
unlikely.
forbid it's us, bro. God forbid.
This is
How
the
many is
first game.
Sheeran happy? God forbid.
First game between these two in nearly 14 years. So it will be interesting to see how the two teams go against each other. But
We'll get a 3-0, not 3-0, sorry, 3-1 victory.
I
Hopefully.
do,
I'm begging.
I do
I'm on my knees, man.
despite the recent little bump in form, I won't say big bump, little bump in form for Chelsea, I feel like Ipswich normally do keep games a bit close. So I actually go 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite end of the spectrum. I think, tight last game, 2-1, but against Fulham. But I think, Chelsea will just turn it on, 4-1.
Yeah, I'm also expecting like a better performance from the players. They weren't really like, they weren't good enough. They weren't like trying enough. And the fans are overreacting everywhere. Like it's all gone downhill. It's only the third loss in 18, so it's fine. But we could get a win versus Ipswich if we lose to Ipswich.
After Ipswich were very unlucky against Arsenal, I think they're going to get destroyed by Chelsea because Chelsea need a result after dropping points against Everton and then Fulham. I'm going to go here Chelsea 4-1 win.
Alright. Speaking of
Alright.
fans overreacting, you got Man United against Newcastle, because I've been seeing fans burning down the house about Amorim. I think Newcastle, they're just on a good run of form in it. Think they're going to smoke them. Simple as.
It's also United, man. United's gonna lose. I don't remember the last time I've seen them win.
Not really to blame the United manager, to be fair, because I mean, he clearly has a structure. It's just none of the players really fit that structure per se.
Yeah.
Seeing Anthony at a wing back, I think that kind of tells you all you need to like really
And
know.
They don't have a left back, man. The left back is, he's just Reece James 2.0. It's not good
Yeah, but
name.
I think once he gets like a proper summer window, we'll notice a change in Man United. I think
Yeah,
they'll get
of course.
slightly.
yes,
With the
100%.
player pool they have this season, they're cooked. They should just call off the season.
I still don't know
With
why
The
they signed
fans,
Hoyland.
the fans, yeah, honestly, the fans should expect every game to be like a friendly. Like, just don't care. Don't ruin your mental health for it.
the spin off this
Like,
season, go on to the next.
you're cooked, bro.
Newcastle have been in an excellent vein of form. I think I'm gonna go for a 2-2 though.
Why
I
so?
reckon Man United can get something out of this just because they're home. Just because they're home, simple as. But Newcastle, if Newcastle want to take the game, they will absolutely run away with it.
I think they're going to run away with it. I'm going to think 3-0. 3-0 to Newcastle.
Great.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of like weird results this season, like a 6-3, a 4-3. Coincidence they're all against Tottenham, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of those. I'm gonna go like I don't know 5-2, not 5-2, 40,
4-2 to
40
who?
Newcastle.
4-2 to Newcastle. All right.
Man United, Newcastle. As Man United are now in the relegation battle, they need some points, but they're not going to get points against Newcastle. Newcastle and Isaac especially is on form, and I could see Man United getting thrashed. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Newcastle at Man United. Oof.
On to the last game. It would be Brentford versus Arsenal. Now, Brentford now currently have the second best home form in the league now because Liverpool just slightly took it from them. But their home form is still nothing to shy at. It's still very impressive, but coming up against Arsenal, I reckon there might be another loss added to it. I think I
I
will
mean,
go.
depends if they create. If Arsenal creates, no.
Yeah,
They don't have Saka.
it'll be interesting to see them without Saka for a number of games in a row.
True.
Games where you need your star players to really just like grab the game from nothing. But with how Jesus has been recently, if he can keep up his vein of form, then I feel like they'll be they'll still be able to stay within the
They've
reach
got
of.
they've got Ipswich tonight. We're gonna have to see what happens with that. They'll
But
be second in the league, I think, if they win today.
yeah. I am thinking that this Arsenal team will be too much for Brentford, but just a little bit. I mean, Arsenal do historically have a good record versus Brentford, 6 wins in the last 8. And for all those reasons, I think I'll go for 2-1 Arsenal. Close, but Arsenal victory.
I mean, look, never forget when Brentford... Was it when they first came up and they slapped up
Yeah, first game
Arsenal?
of the season, 2-0.
Memories. But I think they're not going to repeat that result. But I think they're a team with more structure, although looking at that injury list, it is quite horrible. But I think 2-1 to Brentford.
2-1 to Brentford.
Yeah!
Yeah, you went for a lot of underdogs today, Lucas. Gotta respect it. We'll see.
I'll
We'll
try.
see how well it does. But
I I don't know. Brentford's very good attackingly. I'm expecting goals galore, but I don't think it's going to happen with Arsenal's defense and creation.
Mm.
I think I'll just go. I think draw, to be honest. A 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Call me a
All right.
hater because I am.
Yeah, I'm also a hater, but I need points. I've been very bad recently, so I need the points. We'll go for an Arsenal victory.
So Brentford had cracking home form, and then they played Newcastle and got thrashed. And Arsenal don't have Saka. And unfortunately, I've gone for an Arsenal win. I think Arsenal will somehow pull it out the bag. But this is one I'm not sure on. I don't know what could happen. So, but I've gone for a nice Arsenal 2-1.
And time to pick the double captains. Start off, Max. Hands off
All
now.
right. I knew what I wanted to do. First off, don't speak to me like that. Second off, I think I'll go for a 3-1 Man City victory against Leicester.
No, I wanted to do that. You prick.
Well, I've already done it. Pick something else, unless you want to be a follower, mate.
Oh.
You're so wet, man. You're valid.
All right, if
Go
you
on.
wanna change your little captain, right? I'll give you some time to think about it. I know mine. I'm picking Brentford. They are 100%, 100%. I've never been so sure that Brentford are going to beat Arsenal, and it's going to be 2-1, and that's my captain.
You give us a 5 if they.
You see that's story for next video, innit?
Doesn't put his money where his mouth is. Poor.
I think I'm torn between two: Tottenham Wolves or Everton Forest. I'll go for Tottenham Wolves 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Interesting.
Right.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Make sure to tune in for next week and let us know what your predictions are below.
Cheers, boys.
Hey.